What up, Digital Slang? Welcome back. Today we're going to check out one of the hottest phones on the market right now by Google, the Pixel 4a Just Black. It only comes in one color. We're going to unbox it, check it out. I'll give you my first impressions. This is not a review video. I will drop that in a couple weeks after using this phone. I will throw my SIM in it tomorrow. Got the Note 20 Ultra here. I will be dropping a full review on this in the next day or two. The Pixel 4a, I'm super excited. There is a lot of hype around this phone. So we're gonna check it out. I'll give you my first impression. I'm excited about it. Let's take a look at the Pixel 4a. Now I did already, spoiler alert, I kind of opened the box up already. I couldn't wait. I was very excited. I didn't take any of the plastic off. I did buy this phone with my own money, so I'm really excited about it. Let's just get into it because I can't wait any longer. So get into the box. You can see again, just the black color. The Google branding on the bottom. Fingerprint sensor here, man, I love matte black. If you guys follow the channel, I'm all about matte black. I love the color. It just looks so good. I love that. You know, I didn't know what to expect with the size of this phone, but I really like the size. And we'll compare it. I mean, the Note 20 Ultra is gigantic, but if we compare it to that, it's not that far off. It's more comparable with the iPhone SE or something like that. But overall, because this thing is basically all screen, it's perfectly fine. I'm digging it. The mint green power button here on the side. These, I believe, are the volume rockers. We do have the hole punch cut out here. On the bottom, the port to charge, USB Type-C. We got a couple speakers on the bottom. And on top, we do have a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. That is a fantastic thing. I don't remember the last time I had a phone that had a headphone jack, so I'm excited about that. With all the headphones and earbuds, well, not earbuds, but with all the headphones that I have, I'm excited to have a headphone jack. So it does have some juice. While it's powering up, let's see what else was in the box. Now, look, this phone's only 350 bucks, and I did get a crazy deal. I found it for 300 bucks, and the guy only charged me $5 to ship it. So really good deal that I found on Facebook Marketplace. And you guys, if you're patient, you can find them. There's a bunch of deals out there. You just have to be very patient because on eBay, people are price gouging right now. These things are going for $500 to $600 on eBay right now. So user's manual, how to set up your phone, a bunch of other paperwork. Now we do have an 18-watt charging brick here, and this does support fast charging as well. USB Type-C, and we do have the little connector there to transfer your data if you're going from, well, if you're coming from another phone. So spec wise, this thing 5.8-inch display, full HD OLED, and for the PPI Patrol, 443 PPI, again full HD, 3140 milliamp battery. So it doesn't sound like a very big battery, but apparently this thing has great battery life. So I'm looking forward to using this thing as my daily driver and testing out the battery and see what kind of usage I can get, because I gotta be honest, I'm having some problems with my Note 20 Ultra battery. We've talked about that on social media, so I'm excited to check this out. First impressions on this phone are solid so far. Look, the build quality on here, polycarbonate body, it's plastic, but for the price, it's perfectly fine. Go into Best Buy, check out the plastic Note 20, you're gonna pick that phone up and it's gonna feel cheap. This does not feel cheap. It's got that coating on it because of the matte black, and it gives you that extra feel to it. I feel it all the time on earbuds and headphones, and this does have that. So I dig it. The fingerprint sensor, it's in the perfect spot, right, for your pointer finger. The buttons on the side are very tactile. I saw a lot of people on Twitter talking about these buttons, and I agree. They're fantastic. Now, I'll give you a full review. I'm going to use it for a couple weeks. Come back with a full review. The mint green color going with the matte black. I love how Pixel does that with all their phones. They always kind of give you that little accent color. Mint green was a good choice with this phone. Now the hole punch on the front, you can see it is a little bigger of a hole than on the Note 20 Ultra, but that's also a $1,300 phone. So I don't have any complaints with the build quality. Thin bezels, the display, 1080p, I'm okay with that. It is an OLED, so we're getting a lot for 350 bucks. Now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna take some pictures, take some video on here. We know the camera is gonna be great for pics. Video on here, 1080p, 120 frames per second, or 720p. You can go all the way up to 240 frames per second. So we know it's gonna take great photos. Video, I will test it out, take some video side by side with a couple other phones so you guys can see the difference. But first impressions are very positive with this phone. I understand all the hype just from unboxing it, touching it, holding it. Battery life, I am kind of excited to see what this thing can do. Again, the battery on here is only a 3140 milliamp battery, but apparently it's got really good battery life. So we'll check it out. The processor, mid-range spec, 730 Snapdragon. So mid-range processor in here, but it does have 6 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of storage. So you're getting a lot. And don't forget about that headphone jack. I'm not going to let you forget about it. It's a big deal. Take note, Apple, the iPhone SE, big bezels, right? Big forehead and chin. Only starts at 64 gigs of storage, and it's $50 more than the Pixel 4a. So, look, first impressions. Obviously, I just unboxed it. I need more time with it. I will throw my SIM in it tomorrow at some point. But first impressions are very positive with the Pixel 4a. I can kind of see what all the hype is about, why people are loving this phone. Now, one other thing I already like a lot on here is the haptic touch when I'm using the keyboard. But let's check out the speakers. I'm going to play a video on YouTube, and we'll see how loud this thing gets.
Slang, welcome back. Today, comparison between the old champs and the new reigning champs, the XM3s against the XM4s from Sony, and that's where I'm going to leave it as far as the name goes. XM3 versus XM4.
All right, so speakers are okay. They're not the best. I've heard worse, and at this price point, again, I really have nothing bad to say about it. It is what I expected with the speakers on here. Now this phone, look, who is this phone for, right? At $350, it's basically for anybody, but the everyday user that's on a budget, that just wants a phone that works, right? This is what this phone is going to give them. I talked about this phone a while back in a live stream, and we talked about the problems with the Pixel 4. The 3A was a great phone, but after the Pixel 4 came out, we were kind of wondering what was going to happen with the 4A. And I mentioned, look, I didn't know the price point, and this was before the rumors, but I did mention in a stream that if the Pixel 4a comes out with basically an all-screen display for around $400 with the camera on here, they're going to sell out like crazy. And that's what's going on. These things are on fire. And first impression, very positive. Well done, Google, with the 4a. Now the 5G 4a is coming out soon. It's going to be a little bit more expensive, but at $350 for this phone, I'm excited to try it out. $1,000 phones, $1,300 phones, they're more of a luxury at this point. Technology has gotten to a place where this is what we can get for $350. So super exciting for all of us as consumers. We are in a fantastic spot, more bang for buck, more value, easier on our pockets. Again, $1,300 phones, the Galaxy Fold, $2,000, a new iPhone. We know that's going to be around $1,200, $1,100, whatever it is. But we don't need those phones any longer when companies are giving us this, right? Competition has made this happen. All the companies battling against each other have given us the Pixel 4a, the OnePlus Nord, the iPhone SE, the Galaxy A71, mid-range, great Samsung phone. So lots and lots of options, guys. I'm excited to try this out over the next few weeks. Come back with a full review. The Google Pixel 4a, just black. Well done, Google. That's it for the video, guys. I'll be back soon. Peace.